Good afternoon, it's your girl DJ Sweet Lee for Let the Youth Live. We're all about solutions to keeping our young people alive in the UK. Now, if you're not already following us, please do so on all social platforms. Let the Youth Live. Please add us up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please check out our previous episodes and then you can see what we've been talking about. You know, the solutions we're implementing. All the input from all communities across the UK. We've been doing this podcast for around a year consistently. Massive shout out to Thomas. Big up to you, man. Happy Sunday. Shout out to Life of Doing Me as well. And thank you, Thomas, for your clip of making noise to end knife crime. I will be adding that up today, all right, when I make our reel. So I'm literally doing this live before we do make noise and knife crime. I just thought we'd have a little catch up today and also, you know, just a talk about what it is that we're doing every Sunday, why we're doing it. Okay. Shout out to infamous Grant Body P. How are you doing today? Now, I've got some fantastic news to start things off today. We have got the very first bleed control kit into Peckham, finally. After all these months, it's not even the cabinet that, you know, we've already, you know, paid for, wanted to order. We're still waiting on permission from Southwark Council, but hopefully that will be coming through, you know, pretty soon. You know, I'm praying. But we got in a Daniel Baird kit into Peckham, into JBS Soul Food Shop, one of my absolute favourite food shops in the whole of the UK. Absolutely love that. So big up to them. That's in their shop on Peckham High Street. In the next week, we will have another kit going into Peckham, and that should be up the other end, where a young guy had quite recently lost his life over Christmas in a knife fight. So we're looking to put one up that end as well, because that is a real hotspot area. Lots of people have lost their lives there. And then when we manage to get the cabinet in, oh, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Now, we have 3 initiatives that we're running at the moment. All are life-saving. They require not much from anybody who wants to get involved, who, you know, wants to make change. Because that's what we're about, making change, right? 2022, we're doing things differently. Okay, we're not going to stick to what we've been doing because nothing's worked, all right? Thomas is saying, thank you for the shout out. Keep up all the amazing work you do. You're a real inspiration. Thank you. Bless you. Massive shout out to Zoe as well. How are you doing, my darling? I just thought I'd do a quick live today. I was intending to do it a bit earlier, but yeah, it's been a crazy day. But I thought I would just, you know, give everyone an update on, you know, the initiatives that we're doing, talk a little bit about, you know, what we do every Sunday now, which is make noise to end knife crime, because we've had enough, right? You know, we want to know if you've had enough, right? Because all we're asking people to do is make some noise on their doorstep. If they're out and about, do it wherever you are, all right? It's only 1 minute of noise with the aim that, you know, we get Boris's attention, all right? So we can get laws changed. We can get change made. And that is what we want to happen. Because personally, I've had enough of you know, attempting, you know, to get things different. That's why we're doing things different this year. And what we want from people is to send us a 1-minute clip of you making noise wherever you are, and then post that and tag us. Massive shout out to Pop Patrol as well. How you doing? Big up to you. Now, yeah, massive shout out to Pop Patrol, doing amazing work out here. Now, he has a service going where he will collect any knives, okay, and take them off people, no questions asked, and they will be disposed of. So his service covers, I think, the whole of South London? So please follow him, DM him if you know anybody, or you yourself need a knife collected and taken off the streets. And the more that we do this, the more lives that we're saving. Now, I was saying just a little bit earlier, sorry, I'll just, Pop Patrol says London and Kent they cover. Zoe says, the government know, they just choose to acknowledge it. It's so, so sad, I know. Now, what I was talking about earlier was the bleed control kit that we have finally got into Peckham. Yeah! Yeah, so, and it wasn't the cabinet because that's still on hold waiting for permission. But, I'm praying that will come through fairly soon. It's been around 4 months now. But we've got a kit into Peckham. And in the next week, we will have a second kit into Peckham. So I'm very excited and cannot wait till we get the cabinet in there as well. So for anyone out there who would like to get involved in our London community cabinet and kit campaign, the Daniel Baird Foundation, please, we have a GoFundMe running. The link should be in our bio. Also will be on our website. So www.letstheyouthlive.com, and you can donate to that. Get involved in the campaign. This is actually a nationwide campaign. But I've explained, quite a few times previously, London are very behind with the bleed control campaign. Very, very behind. So we haven't got time. We have no time to mess about. We've got no time to hang about. We need to get these kits everywhere as soon as, and I'm just praying that people get on board as soon as they can and start getting this. A massive big up to everyone who is putting these in their communities, who is raising funds, who's making a difference. So big up to all of you. And bless you, Zoe, as well. She's saying, well done. Oh, I'm just so happy that we now have a kit in Peckham. So that's just been going on and on for so long. And somebody said on the live last week that these kits, they're not just saving one life. They're saving 2 lives. So the person, who's lost, who would have lost their life, and the person also who'd be losing their life in prison. And I thought that was a very valid point that the guy said last week. He was actually Crazy Titch's nephew. So, yeah, that was a mad live actually last week. But, yeah, that was, it made me think really, it's a lot bigger than just, a life, So this is something we all need to get involved in. I'd say to people, please don't wait. The same with the other initiatives that we've got going on. So the other initiatives, so we've got the GoFundMe for the bleed control. We have the Make Noise End Knife Crime. And that is making noise every Sunday, 4 o'clock, and getting a video clip of that. All right. So the aim is we get people across the whole of the UK doing this. Now, at the moment, we have a few areas on board, but we want all areas on board. So I was thinking we've definitely got London, Nottingham, we've got Manchester, we've got Essex as well. Now, I had a message from Gloucestershire yesterday who said they really want to get involved, so I'm hoping they will be stepping in from today. Also, we've got Ricky Vintage, who's up for doing this for Birmingham. But I have reached out to every single knife crime platform, people who say they're about making a change, and on most of the pages they're either not posting it at all, so the admin are not allowing it to go on their pages, or should I say, some, they're posting, but it's like no response. So I don't know, why this is. I mean, we tend to think that the support is going to come from people who have something in common with us. People, platforms that say they want action. They want change, right? But we're getting blanked on these pages. So I really don't know what's going on. I'm just going now with the people who are on board, people who are enthusiastic and determined, right? So I visualize this is going to work. We will do it, okay? But it's going to take the right people coming on board and pushing this. Now, yeah, that's exactly right, Zoe. We have to get together. We have to join together, right? And I don't know I don't know how to break it down to people more, and I must say that these other platforms, right, they're forever saying they're working together and we're all working together and we're support. But when you try and put what you've got going on forward, I mean, I believe some of you get quite a bit more support than what I'm seeing for Let the Youth Live. And the thing is, I've supported all these groups for years, like years and years, because I love to work with other people and I love to push campaigns because we're so much more stronger together. And I keep explaining this, and putting it out there. But you never know. We may be surprised today. We may be really surprised and lots of people will be getting involved. I really hope so, because we need change. We have to work together to get the attention that is required. So we've got that life-saving initiative, right, that we have, this will now be the 4th week, so massive big up to all of us that have been doing it, okay, and our friends and family and neighbours. I'm so proud of everyone because I know how difficult it is, like when you start anything off, when you're the first to be doing something. But, I don't know what it's going to take or how long it's going to take to get these big platforms on board who are anti-knife crime. I'm posting in some that have over 20,000 people on there. And I'm lucky if there's a share, or a one comment, right? This is for all of our children's lives. This is for their futures. This is, and I know everybody that's on here now, everybody that's listening, right? This message is not for you, because, the right people just know. We know. But we've got this every Sunday. Also, I've got another exciting thing that may happen with this going forward that I do want to share with you. So we are going to be approaching schools to see if they'll get involved in making noise. Actually envisioning it, I think the kids are going to love it, absolutely love it. But we're putting this to some schools this week, I think. So what we'd like to see is school kids, maybe year by year, making noise, right? Maybe call it the big noise, right? And then we can add that to our existing campaign, right? Because it's all for the same goal. It's all for, the end of knife crime and the death of our children. So I'm really, really praying that this actually, this happens. But we are definitely taking it into schools. So it just depends on, obviously, the teachers and stuff, But I think that will be brilliant. And yes, Zoe, you're right. We need famous people. Right. I don't know if you've been writing to them, but I have, right? Blankety blank. Yeah. I've messaged Arsenal. I've messaged Idris Elba, right? I've messaged huge knife crime people with big things. But I'm just going to say, right, big up to Mike Stones. How you doing? Big up, man. I'm just going to say, right, so when we did the nationwide campaign before, and we did get 53 towns and cities, the reaction of, celebrities, big platforms that you think, because all they do is, they're out there helping kids and keeping them safe. But when we run that massive campaign, they blanked it, right? So it's nothing new, because I'm seeing it again, right? This isn't the first time. And this is what I said, this time round, I'm being observing who's doing what, who's not doing what, right? Because this is our children's lives. And I said this, 2022, I'm not messing about. I have, I didn't think I was before. But this is so urgent, right? The action. It's about taking action. Massive big up to Becca. Hey, how's married life, beautiful? Congratulations. Your pictures were beautiful. Wedding looks absolutely lovely, man. But congratulations. Yes, so Becca, I'm talking now, right, about, the initiatives, the life-saving initiatives that we've got going right now, right? Because I don't know if you know, Becca, we have started back up the Make Noise on Your Doorstep, right? Because you were there, I'm sure you were, with Jester last year, and Christella had come up with the idea where, the NHS were clapping on the doorstep. So why don't we do that, right, to get Boris's attention, so we can get laws changed, get an emergency cabinet meeting. So do you remember we attempted that last year? I think we made it to about, 3 weeks or possibly a month. And then it kind of fizzled out because we didn't really get any support. Like, we didn't. Now, thankfully, Zoe Cook started this back up. And I was so grateful, like really grateful, because we're giving it another go. This is another chance for people to show that they want to make change. Now, it's so easy, right? 30 seconds to a minute of making noise on your doorstep, in your car, right? Beep your horn, 4 o'clock on a Sunday, right? Join us, right? We've got a fair few towns at the moment across the UK, but we want every town and city involved in this, right? We've had enough. We want to know, have people had enough of this? Because we've all had enough that are doing this. We can't take any more of this, right? And we can't just keep talking or believing this bullshit that's out there, because there's a lot of people talking bullshit, right? That, you know, they're about this. They want it to change. But when you give them the initiatives, right, that are there, they're not taking them up. They're ignoring them. They're blanking it. I'm telling you, it's been shocking, right, this time round. Okay, it was shocking years ago when I did that Your City Says No across the whole of the UK. Just going to take a few messages. Becca's saying hello, bless you, enough love to you, darling. Mike Stone says most of these places ain't there to help you, they are there to look good and make it out. Yeah, that is exactly right. Now, I had these suspicions a while back. Right now, right, I'm just observing what's going on, okay? And I've said this loads on different lives, okay, that I'm seeing a lot of photo opportunities. That's what I'm seeing. Photo opportunities and the same amount of deaths in the borough, right? I want to see lives being changed. I want to see action, right? So we've got 3 initiatives, okay? Please get involved if you're about change, right? So we've got the GoFundMe, we've got the Make Noise, End Knife Crime on a Sunday, 4:00. Send any clips to us at Let the Youth Live, at Make Noise, End Knife Crime, okay? Now, the 3rd initiative, and I need everybody's support on this, if you want change that's going to save our children's lives right now. Now, that's a petition on Change UK. We need you to share this petition. We need you to get involved, all right? It's a signature, okay? Now, this is to back up all the life-saving initiatives. So in that petition, we're asking for it to be made law that all public buildings have bleed control, okay? All pubs should all have, as a legal requirement, licensing, that they have to have bleed control, okay? Now, we have a nationwide campaign going. These kits will keep somebody alive until paramedics arrive and the ambulance service, okay? They are essential. So these are part of our petition. Please check out in our bio. We need your signatures. No one's ever done a petition like this, okay? This is the first of its kind. It's 3 life-saving initiatives to keep our youth alive right now, okay? It's no joke. This is a serious issue and we want action this year, okay? So please, you sign it. Please tell a friend, tell all the parents, carers, okay? So we want bleed control. The second thing was patrols in our neighbourhoods, getting our kids to and from school, keeping them safe, after school, on the buses, and that is police with community. This is not just the police because no one trusts the police, all right? So this is police and community together, and it will build up the trust of the police, and the community will oversee this, and they'll be actually contributing to protecting the kids out here, all right? The 3rd initiative is it's knife. Oh, I've forgotten now. The 3rd one is metal detectors. That's it. You have to excuse me because I suffer really badly with anxiety and my brain just goes completely, and it just went. Right, so the 3rd initiative on the petition is metal detectors in school. Now, this is something that Sadiq Khan did 4 years ago, because he said how much of an emergency it is with the death of our children to knife crime, right? We've had enough. Right, big up to Solo Mist, enough love to you. He's saying big up. So yeah, metal detectors. So Sadiq Khan put in 12 schools in North London. He put in the metal detecting wands, right? He was urging every single school to get them. So I don't know what happens, right? Due to all the things that's been going on in schools and just outside. And, you know, like there's been teachers stabbed. You've got kids taking their exams being stabbed in school. You've got ambushes happening just outside the school, behind schools, in the playing fields, right? Now, we can't continue to let that keep happening, right? This is our children's lives. So we know using the bleed control kits, right, we can keep them alive until an ambulance gets there, right? Most public buildings don't even have first aid, let alone anything to help someone for catastrophic bleeding, right? So stabbing, being shot, being run over, right? We need to implement something now, okay? Right, I'm trying to raise funds. So are lots of people across the UK. London is a joke, right? London is behind like you wouldn't believe, right, on this bleed control. We need everybody pushing the campaign, sharing it, getting involved, right? Because even when we raise the money, we are having a real struggle getting permissions to get them up, okay? But this is empowerment for the community. And Solo Mist is saying we need proper precautions to protect our children. Right, that's exactly right. Now, that is what we're focusing on at Let the Youth Live, all right? Because we know, right, that our kids are being preyed on. They are targets out here, okay? Now, every day we let them out, because they have to go to school, right? But they're not safe at school. They're not safe after school, right? It's the luck of the draw whether something is happening to our children, right? It was only 2 weeks ago, we saw a knife fight in Streatham on the bus between two kids, right? So like Ricky Vintage said the other day, we've got severe mental health going on out here, right? Because someone normal is not going to be doing that kind of stuff, all right? Now, we've got a lot of this going on, okay? Big up to Trademarked Money. How you doing? That was a lovely last week to connect with you. And Crazy Titch, big up, man. Yeah, so today I've just been doing a quick live just to recap on our life-saving initiatives that we've got going on, all right? Now, we need everybody's help. You know, I can't stress this enough, okay? The bleed control, right? We know that's not a solution to everything. We just know that will keep our young people alive right now, all right? And we are getting them put in the community, but we're doing a petition to make them law, all right? So we need you to sign that. It's in our bio. Every signature counts. We haven't even got to 200 yet, and it's been like pulling teeth, all right? Okay, so we want people who are on board, right, who know what the situation is out there, right? You know, when your kids go out, how you feel about that, right? Do you feel like they're being protected out there, right? Because I don't feel like that, and neither do all the thousands of people who've come through this life, okay? Big up to Consistent Funds Management. Trademarked Money said that's the problem with human nature. Yeah, it certainly is. And this is what we're finding. It's like, at what point are people going to get involved? At what point? Is it when it happens to them and their family? Because the most support I get is from bereaved parents, bereaved nans, bereaved mums, right? And yeah, there's a few of us, who just get it. And we have to get it now because we haven't got time. I've done so much research. I know exactly what's coming in law-wise. I know exactly what initiatives are happening, okay? Right? Unless we act, right? We're looking at, if we're lucky, 10 years' time that there may be a switch around, all right? I don't want to keep seeing children bleeding to death on the street, right, when they could be still here. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, all right? Oh, big up to Cole Scott as well. How you doing today? Big up to you, Howard. Solo Miss says, oh, right, it's an organisation trying to get people together to put things in place to protect the youth. Yep, we are all about solutions to keeping the youth alive right now, okay? It's the right now, the here and now, all right? And we have to act. We can't just keep talking, okay? Now, we've put out 3 life-saving initiatives. It's up to people out there whether you jump on that, okay? They're all really simple. They don't take any effort. We're not asking people to march, right? We're not asking people to, you know, do an event, right, where you have to close off roads and you've got to get security and you've got to get all of this. What we're doing, right? Simple and easy. Petitions. Go online, sign it. Tell parents and carers about it, right? The initiative that we're doing in exactly 9 minutes today, right? So I'm going to have to lock this off very, very soon, okay? I think I've got my neighbours coming out today. I would love for all of you to make some noise. 4 o'clock today. Film it, all right? Send us the clip. 30 seconds, 1 minute, all right? To just show people that you're not standing for this anymore, the death of our children. We have had enough, right? We want people to stand up and say they've had enough. And it's not a lot, you know, 1 minute, right? 1 minute is all we're asking of anyone, right? To make a stand. We're going to get a meeting with Boris, right? Whether it's because of doing this, but we're not stopping. We are not stopping. We want an emergency Cobra meeting. We want laws changed and we want them now, right? We haven't got another year to wait. We haven't got another 6 months, right? I'm sick of reaching out to all these big platforms, celebrities, all these people. They're just blanking these initiatives, okay? They're completely blanking them, right? So it's about the right people getting on board and action, right? We're about action, okay? Trademarked Money says, what time is that in Canada? Right, it's in exactly 7 minutes, okay? Right, so I'm going to lock off. Right, so please follow up. Make Noise, End Knife Crime. We're on Facebook, on all socials. Also, Let the Youth Live, all right? Tag us in your clips. Put them in your stories, all right? Please, this initiative, we have to get off the ground, right? This is life-saving. We will make change, okay? But we have to get people on board with this, right? By any means necessary. I've been trying my hardest by all angles, okay? I'm struggling, okay? So I need all of your support, okay, on this. Big up to Wellbeing's SE15, all right? Enough love to you. But yeah, it's about making change, okay? We can do this. I know we can do it. Right, I'm going to lock the live now, all right? So sending you all lots and lots of love, lots and lots of blessings. I'm looking forward to seeing your video clips, right? Yeah. And the thing is, anyone who's done this, they love it. Like, they enjoy doing it, you know, like, and you're doing it for something. You're not just doing it for nothing, all right? So big up to everyone, all right? Looking forward to seeing everyone's clips, all right? And big up to everyone who's involved, yeah, in keeping the youth alive, okay? We can do this, but we have to do it now. We cannot wait, all right? Shout out to Big Boy Cam as well. Wellbeing's SE15 says, time to get out of my PJs. My neighbour and me was in our pyjamas last week. But at the end of the day, this is for something, right? Important, right? And we're going to make change. Right, I'm locking off, all right? And good luck, everyone. Let's make some big noise today, all right? Big up.